Good evening to those of you who have joined us already, those of you who are very timely in your attendance. Let me say good evening to each of you, Sister Thompson, Sister Red, Sister Gwendolyn Williams, and if perchance there are any others who have not made any welcoming comments in the chat bar. Certainly, again, God bless you and good evening to each of you. I'm going to do my best to be as timely as I can tonight. Um, our text for tonight is in Matthew chapter 14, and we're going to begin reading at verse number 13 and continue to verse number 21. But verse number 18 will become pretty much our foundational verse. Once again, Matthew chapter 14, beginning at verse number 13 and continuing our reading to verse number 21. All right, let's see what the scripture has to say to us in relationship to our text. When Jesus heard of it, he departed thence by ship into a desert place apart. And when the people had heard thereof, they followed him on foot out of the cities. And Jesus went forth and saw a great multitude and was moved with compassion toward them, and he healed their sick. And when it was evening, his disciples came to him, saying, This is a desert place, and the time is now past. Send the multitude away, that they may go into the villages and buy themselves victuals. But Jesus said unto them, They need not depart. Give ye them to eat. And they say unto him, We have here but 5 loaves and 2 fishes. He said, Bring them hither to me. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass, and took the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, and looking up to heaven, he blessed and brake and gave the loaves to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude. And they did all eat and were filled, and they took up the fragments that remained, 12 baskets full. And they that had eaten were about 5,000 men, besides women and children. My brothers and sisters, here we go. Back at verse number 18. He said, Bring them hither to me. Bring them hither to me. I have been um, sharing surely with this subject in terms of Jesus talking about me. Jesus talking about me, saying in so many instances, bring it to me, or come unto me, or return unto me. Mm-hmm. And so it is, we want to um, share this evening from this 18th verse as it relates to what Jesus does, and that is, he says, Bring them hither to me. I see that there are some of you who are posting that you don't see anything, and I don't know why that is, but I tell you what I will do. I will log out and start over again to see whether or not that will help. If there's somebody who can see, then if you will type it in the chat bar, that will help me to know whether or not to take that action. I see 2 people who are saying they cannot see. Okay, I'm gonna log off and log back on and see if that solved the problem.